pulled out of stick. Dust. We just
I'm in tight line.
look. Over. Point. Completed her stage in her rally, 3 seconds slower than Padden's time. She actually beat Rob Stokes through there.
Can you see Caleb McDonald now?
Another one that's had a good day, hasn't he?
He definitely has. He is sitting now second in the Rally Challenge after we unfortunately lost Andrew Graves in the last stage with gearbox failure. Dave Seaver's currently leading that class on his return.
So Zeal Jones has just completed the stage, just waiting for a time to come through, which should be tick at the clock now.
Look at Andy Martin throwing that car around.
Zeal Jones third quickest on the stage, just 2.2 seconds behind Padden, 0.4 of a second behind Ben Hunt. So great result for Zeal Jones. That'll be good number 4 overall at South Canterbury Hydraulics Rally, South Canterbury.
Certainly been a very impressive drive from Zeal today.
That's a pretty impressive drive from that drone operator, right off the rear wing of Stuart Reid's Mitsubishi. Tell you what, I wouldn't have wanted to been in the cockpit of that car as Robbie Stokes was approaching Andy Martin for a couple of corners there. I think there might have been some very choice words. Nothing. Andy doesn't have to, he's not obliged in any way to get out of the way, is he?
No, it's not something that we see a heap of in rallying, but it is part of these sorts of stages.
Just unfortunate.
No harm, no foul.
No, it didn't matter. And then someone's dragged one of the cones onto the track.
Don't think that's the last one we'll see before the end of play today.
Who's first to clean it up? As we see Marcus Van Klink here. Marcus Van Klink in the RX8 make his way out onto the track.
Dave Seaver's looking to finish off with a win on his return to the Rally Challenge. Andy Martin, I think, just looking to torture some tyres out there in the Polo.
Well, he's the stage sponsor, isn't he?
He is.
With the Ford?
Yep, yeah, the bunker, I think, is the stage sponsor here, which is the bar section of his establishment, yes. Might be a place to find a few rally drivers later on tonight.
There's a very likely chance there'll be a few hanging out there tonight.
Possibly even a commentator or two.
Maybe.
Sean Haggerty right through the gap. Look at that, beautiful. And you can see why the witches' heads have been put out there. Look, there's another one that's been knocked over.
So just out of the 6 cars that have completed the stage, including Mike Tall, who's not in our championship, Robbie Stakes the slowest through. So he didn't lose any time and wouldn't have been nervous for a moment or two there. Would be an understatement, I would suggest.
Oh, yes.
Dylan Thompson, the first of the NZRC two-wheel drive competitors, makes his way out onto Levels Raceway.
He's been battling a bit of a head cold all day, but he said he nearly had the mother of all accidents.
I think it might have been an issue where there might have been 2 pages turned in the notes, and thankfully able to get away with it. Very rare that we see that pairing make a mistake.
Now, is that smoke out the back of Dave Seaver's car, or is that tyre smoke?
Must be due to just about complete the stage. See Stuart Reid out on track.
I've just seen him off camera, and there's no smoke coming out of it now, so it must have just been a good power slide. There he goes. And Carter Strang gets his stage underway. Pop in review in a second. Back up to third. Got 2 punctures in the forestry stage and was... Oh, it's Marcus Van Klink. Oh, he's in the gravel trap. Is he going to get it out? Oh, he just gets it out. So he was in a bit of a battle with Dylan Thompson. Well, he was holding the honours over Dylan Thompson for the first two-wheel drive. He did have 36 seconds in hand. So we'll see how much he's...
He might have burnt nearly half of that just there.
Yeah.
Those two. There's a lot more dust out there all of a sudden, which...
I think that's why the cones were there, was to stop the dirt getting dragged onto the road.
I don't think that's worked.
Might be time for another plan next year.
I think those Hinkelsteins you get in Germany.
Yeah.
They ain't moving.
Don't think Peter Solberg would buy into that theory. Dave Seavers again.
Jack Stokes makes his way out onto the circuit. Another good drive from Jack Stokes on for a podium in the NZRC two-wheel drive class.
Yeah, just dropped a bit of time in that last stage. Haven't caught up with what happened there. So that's dropped back to third behind Tim Maxey.
Is it? Okay. Catch that one. So it's a good result for Mackesy potentially too, if he can hold on to second place in the old car.
Yeah, he was a lot more confident and comfortable today. He was, by his own admission, a bit slow warming up, but he's put in some really good times. He really enjoyed the forestry stuff. He was actually saying he's done a bit of forestry work up there.
Good to see a lot of people out watching too. The southern end of the track, plenty of cars, people queued up at the fence. So, I think he continues to try and make up some of that time that he's lost.
Eugene Brunet join the stage. Review shortly.
So we're not going to see Jack Hawkswood. He's withdrawn once again, so I don't know if you've been following the action today. He was the casualty on the third special stage. Just slid off the road, beached the car, bit of damage at the front end too.
Yeah, split an oil cooler, the team, and a couple of the other teams in the service park, which was really neat to see. All jumped in together to make that happen. And he got out there, just rejoined from the power stage. Look, the cone stood itself up. So someone's obviously just clipped it nicely. Eugene's throwing a little Mitsubishi Mirage around. Of course, these cars could not be more unsuited to a racetrack. The big suspension travel, the knobbly tyres that work so well on the gravel roads, the blocks that dig down into the surface, and of course a race car, you want them nice and low and stiff with slick tyres, so they're not designed for it, but it certainly gives us a pretty good show here at Levels Raceway.
And I think most drivers enjoy the experience of getting the blast around on the racetrack. Man, that drone is right on the back wheel of Pinky's car.
Just hear that triple rotor screaming.
So yeah, Hawkswood able to rejoin, as we said, managed to bag 4 power stage points, second quickest to Hayden Padden in that special stage, the power stage, which subsequently withdrawn again. So he gets to keep the 4 points. That's all he'll have for his day's efforts.
It's a real shame for Jack, who was leading the championship coming in. As Brian Green enters the stage, and we see Gavin Feast, the DB Motorsport Subaru Impreza. He's had a solid day, 6th in the Rally Challenge, but it's been really close amongst so many of those cars.
You see down the back straight, just watching live away from the pictures there, Brian Green go whizzing past Dylan Thompson, that extra power that Mitsubishi has.
Really not shy of a bit of circuit racing experience. Unfortunately, his latest one last weekend didn't quite go to plan.
We were able to chat to him at the service park. It certainly has knocked his confidence just a wee bit. Obviously a very experienced campaigner, but even experienced campaigners, when you have an accident like that, take a little while to really feel comfortable in the seat again. He said he's just trying to work his way back to that, as it takes the long way around the cone.
Dean Buist joins the action now. Greeny getting a bit of understeer there. The Evo 9.
Dylan making his way back in the tighter stuff.
That's Jack Stokes in the background there.
Sorry.
Dylan Thompson has completed the stage, and despite Clinky's little indiscretion, he's actually 0.6 of a second faster than Dylan, so as much as we talk that one up, now we've knocked those ones over, we've got the other one standing up. Carter Strand just finishing in behind us. Gavin Feast did say he was having an exhaust problem. There's Dean Buist, of course the MRF agent through his Palmside business. He's been a busy boy with fitting up plenty of control tyres for teams. Dave Strong enters the stage now.
Yeah, he will be worth watching around here.
Plenty of horsepower under the right foot.
Dave Seaver's 3.8 seconds slower than Caleb McDonald on that final stage. Won't be enough. Seavers will take the Rally Championship World Drive victory.
Challenge. Championship. Challenge,
Late
yes.
in the day, BB.
What are you talking about? You were snoozing in the Omega rental car all the way back
It was
in.
very comfortable, the seat warmer.
Yep.
Thanks for driving too, I do appreciate that.
I appreciate you not driving too. Let me guess, what a stitcher.
No, I'm happy not to drive, to be fair.
Green works his way off the front straight through the S's. And hot in pursuit of him will be James McDonald.
Is that Honda Jazz Dave Strongs?
He's currently leading the Group A Challenge, James McDonald. 5.5 seconds ahead of Jay Pittams. Now, if you look at the maths, Robbie Stokes dropped 5.4 seconds to Ben Hunt. Could we be on for a podium decided by a tenth of a second? Dave Strong rules past the Frankenstein Jazz. Cannot put into words the experience standing on the side of the road when that car comes past you. The intake noise, it smashes you in the chest. It's the full 3D experience, that car.
So Marcus Van Cleek, despite that spin, managing to beat Dylan Thompson through there by 0.6 of a second.
Yeah, and he'd certainly be using all of those 380 odd horsepower down that big long back straight.
So in the end, the gap between Sievers back to McDonald overall, 23.1 seconds. Got in it. Carter Strang hangs on for third place in the Rally Challenge four-wheel drive.
It's a bit of a fight back because he got two punctures in the forestry stage. Dave Strong, look at that, laying down some big black licorice straps out of the Honda Jazz. Not quite how they designed it in the factory.
It's got the drone right up.
Oh, Dean Bewis!
Well, look at this.
Oh. I think half the drifters here would have trouble keeping up with that. Getting the most out of that little A86 with the 2.4 Duratec in it.
Green getting towards the end of his stage.
James McDonald's just closed in a bit on him. This time he to the inside of the cone.
Not quite the Dylan Turner.
No, the previous effort of Greenies is something Dylan would have been proud of.
Pretty sure he's watching on the live stream. G'day, Dylan.
How many of the ever-expanding tribe watching in the Turner house? Congratulations on the... Yep.
Seems to be due to see the likes of Dan Haynes. Jay Pittams entering.
Had a power steering issue, so the team was looking to replace a pump in service, just half an hour to do it, so not quite sure whether they got that job done or not. Dean Bewis not quite as sideways this time.
We've seen a little bit more MRF sponsorship on that.
It's the only sponsor on there. Just had a fresh respray actually. We popped into Palmside on the way down. It's all looking nice and shiny.
We'll see what his time looks like when he completes the stage. So Jack Stokes 15.3 seconds slower than Dylan Thompson in there.
Sweet. Ray Wilson starts the stage now. James McDonald heads down across the start-finish straight.
So if you're just joining us, Hayden Padden making a successful return to the Brun Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship 1 minute 43.9. Second victory over Robbie Stokes. Get this, 0.3 of a second. Robbie Stokes held off Ben Hunt's second place, excuse me. So that was just 0.3 of a second separating our two podium getters. Zeal Jones in 4th place, Gilmore 5th.
Yeah, certainly that podium battle was exciting all day, but don't know if anyone quite saw it going as close as 0.3 of a second.
What was the gap in that the WRC finish, the closest one ever in New Zealand here a few years ago?
It was at the time. That was 0.3 of a second. There's been
one since now that's knocked it off, hasn't it?
0.1 of a second. I think in Jordan. Off the top of my head. So just having a look.
He was set his time. He was 15th quickest through there. Beat Van Klink, beat Thompson, Dave Strong, Brian Green.
Yeah, Dean's always been a bit of a freak, to be fair. He pulls results out that are pretty impressive. Just got a slight issue where we think someone has kicked one of our camera cables, so just bear with us while we try and restore those pictures as we see Jay Pittham's
team coming to shot from the left hand side just now.
James McDonald with the 10th fastest time so far, a 5:27.9. So Jay Pittham's will need to be a 5:22.4. Time that'll put him ahead of Stewie Reid, just in behind Robbie Stokes.
Here are the overall standings up on the screen.
So we can confirm Hayden Padden, Jared Hudson, rally winners. Robbie Stokes, Sarah Brennan in second. Ben Hunt, Tony Rawston, 3rd place. And again, just 0.3 of a second. Quite phenomenal. Just shy of 3 minutes back to Zeal and Waverley Jones, who are a minute and a half ahead of Emma Gilmore and Katrina Renshaw, as we see Bryn Jones finally got some turbo boost back in the Ford Fiesta Rally 4. It's been a bit of a long day for young Brennan.
After a long week, to be fair, too.
Sean Lockyer, yeah, midweek engine rebuild. No, so they've had a busy week, that team. Not often that Anthony Jones says, no, head to the pub without me, I'm staying home.
It's definitely worth a mention.
Some of those gaps in there, even 12.5 seconds between Caleb McDonald and Stuart Reid. Pretty close.
Tell you what, 6 different manufacturers in the top 7 spots too, BB, overall.
Oh, you train spot, are you?
Ford, Skoda, Citroen, Subaru, Mitsubishi.
Charlie Evans joined the stage about 3 kilometres into the first stage before the diff broke. Managed to get it fixed and get back out there from stage 4, but it was not quite the southern swing that Charlie had been looking for with that engine failure at Otago. Back down here for Rally South Canterbury, and
could be such a cruel sport at times, can't it? Long way to come for him and the team. All the effort goes into it. They have a whole lot to show for it.
There's a few people that'll be saying the same thing,
It's a tough sport in that sense. Like,
I
think at most of your team sports, you're 50-50 chance coming out with a win or a loss, right? But rallying, more often than not, you have bad days. It just means, I guess, that when you do have the good days, they mean so much more, as Paul Cross.
Yeah, currently 3rd in that Group A challenge, so he normally goes pretty well around the racetrack. Just looking through, not a heap of retirements across the day, which is always nice to see. Of course, Jack Hawkes was probably the most high profile, just slipping off in the forestry. His car had gone into limp mode on him, and then struggling to get it to turn and using the handbrake, and then he boiled the handbrake and basically got there and had not a lot going for him. Andrew Graves retiring out of fifth place, I think it was.
So we'll see the next car make the way out.
Father and son team.
Sure that we're going to be able to resolve that camera issue, right? Just have to bear with it.
Sounds like it will be a broken cable, so I think they're working on a plan A, B, C, D, E, F and G at the moment, the team at Volt Media. Charlie Evans about to pop into shot. Jared Parmenter.
James McDonald able to hold off Jay Podium in that stage. 22.3 seconds the overall margin between the two in the round. Not too far away from the Darren Galbraith.
Yeah, won't be seeing Lucas, unfortunately, a broken fuel tank, I believe, on the Fiesta. So.
Oh, that's disappointing. He was going really well.
Yeah, it's Ray Casey throwing up the dust there. Having all sorts of fun in the CX Andy Martin impress of that one.
Forward to seeing Darren Galbraith around here as well, the local boy.
Yes, the Fiesta probably not the entire weapon of choice as we see Dan Haynes. And I suspect we might get a bit of a show out of Dan. Modern hot rod escort.
Charlie Evans passed again.
So I think that'll be his last time by. Jared Parmenter, who's done a few laps around here in his circuit racing career. Decided to turn to the gravel last year and hasn't looked back. Choice South Canterbury Car Club the home last year. Like he would take that. Thomas Paul joined the stage.
So once again, big thanks to the sponsors you can see on screen, making the live stream possible all season. Bright Green Property Group, Bright Partners, Green Insurance, NRF Tyres, Legal Rental Cars. Cars this weekend. Coolish week.
Oh, as Dan Haynes goes around, so that's one way to get on the other side of the barriers. The pirouette there.
That was fortunate, that part of the track for us. Going again.
No harm, no foul. So, certainly the way he was attacking the start line, he looked like he was out to put on a bit of a show.
So Mackesy now on for another podium finish in the NZRC two-wheel drive class. Should be a second look at his way through here.
Yes. Great reward for what's been a very good drive.
plenty for them to look forward to. Very likely that we'll see them in the new car.
Rally 4 car.
Rally 4 car. Southern Lights Rally in a few weeks' time.
We see Thomas Paul, the little Honda Civic, make his way through. If you are just joining us, unfortunately, technical issue with our camera down the far end of the circuit, with the cable getting to it.
Our mate Dazza G entering Levels Raceway. They can continue with it here. No, he's not. Just pops out in front.
And Dan Haynes successfully negotiating turn 1-2 complex. See again another one who's done a fair bit of driving around here. Did the South Island Endurance Series a few times. Now prefers getting a bit dirtier. Of course, his background too in downhill mountain biking. In fact, both Tim and Lauren very, very successful downhill mountain bikers. International representative level.
Shane McKenzie.
Oh, VR Forgerland. Don't see so many of them around now, but cool old cars.
We lost James Worker today?
No, James Worker dropped down the order a little bit. He was certainly at the last service.
Yeah.
Quarter to time as far as I'm aware in stage 7. So.
Oh, here we go. Dan Haynes and Darren Galbraith very close together.
The Escort will have just a little bit more grunt than the Fiesta. The engine's actually very similar in them, albeit one slightly more tuned than the other. And yeah, James Worker definitely through. Tim Nacasey nicely negotiating that turn 1-2 complex, and now James
Worker. James, right on cue.
Mags Marshall co-driving for him.
Boy, we've been fortunate with weather down here, haven't we?
We have. It's actually been
6 from 6. We've had 6 fine weekend rally events here over the years.
Absolutely, and it's been not too cold today.
No.
It's been quite pleasant. So, over in Fairley.
Enjoyed lunch. That was good.
So you found a way to warm up, didn't you?
Yeah, easy way to warm up. Stop in there.
The old Fairley Bakehouse and the famous pies. May have had one myself. I know, come as a shock, but... Stephen Gill joining the stage now. Darren Galbraith probably thought, oh good, I've just got rid of an Escort off my back bumper. Dan Haynes having just completed the stage. He pulls up behind us.
So Willie Hawes should be through shortly in the Toyota 86. It's had a good day, I think.
Yeah, he's been a lot closer to Dave Strong than we saw him at Otago. I think get more and more accustomed to the 3-litre powered Toyota 86. Same engine as the 86 Subarus that we've seen a few of out there. And there's Willie. Certainly got enough grunt to light up the bags and put on a bit of a show for the crowd here at Levels. Good crowd up on the bank too.
Yeah, it is. Really good crowd.
Great to see the way that people can all drive up and park up in their cars. A couple of people's up in the members lounge too.
There's G enters what should be his last lap.
He's been holding off Stephen Gill today, so. Darren Galbraith leading the Rally Challenge two-wheel drive car.
We'll see the defending series champion Jared Parker shortly. Amy Keeley makes her way out, another of the H6 Subarus.
And she's had a good day. She's edging closer and closer to, the likes of the Paul Crosses and the James McDonald and those cars, which are comparable. Darren Galbraith leading that Rally Challenge two-wheel drive class by my maths by about 2 minutes over Jared Parker. It's Pat Norris sitting in third. Unfortunately, Jim Bracefield stopping stage 7.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It does happen occasionally in motorsport. Not ideal. Buckling out of a podium spot.
There is Jared Parker.
Little Golf lookalike Toyota Corolla. Darren Galbraith finishes.
Job done.
Last win for him. Probably be one of the few that's won rounds of the Rally Challenge in four-wheel drive. Now two-wheel drive. There's a useless little train spotting stat for you.
Which year was the first year of the Rally Challenge?
It was one of those years. About a while ago.
I haven't stubbed you, have I? I don't know the answer myself. I'm just asking a question I don't know the answer to.
If I was to put a number around it, I would say maybe 2013 or 2014. I know Graham Featherstone was the first. Do I know that? Graham Featherstone was certainly an early winner of it. His way down through. Oh, he was very close to the barriers there.
Really, we've seen a little bit of action. Marcus van Klink nearly got himself stuck. Saw Ed Haynes go around. Must have drove him pretty well behaved so far around levels.
Yeah, Brian Green with his line around the outside of the cone.
Scenic route. Keith Edwards, isn't it?
Yeah, Keith Edwards and Mark Pedersen. It's being used in the hands of Jeff Hill, Gary Cliff, and more recently Jason Clark. Keith now getting his hands on it. Another guy that was going well today was Mark McMillan before he retired, unfortunately. He was second in the Rally Challenge behind Andrew Graves.
Boy, that's a fierce battle, isn't it? That whole Rally Challenge four-wheel drive class. Deep field. Pretty talented at the pointy end as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be two winners from 2 rounds, and you wouldn't be mad if you put a bet on 3 from 3 by the time we get to the Southern Lights, really.
Of course, that championship's the 3 best scores, isn't it, from
the first 5
events, and then
plus the final.
Got to do the final at Whangarei.
You can't drop it. You don't have to do it, but you can't drop it. The old classic battle, the Mitsubishi with the Subaru chasing hard. Take us back 20 years. That was a fair few kilos ago. This was a paparazzi. Oh good, we got tinted windows. Jeff Ritter's found our top secret commentary box. Of course you'll be able to check out, hopefully not that particular picture, but a lot of others on the New Zealand Rally Championship Facebook page. This evening those photos will go up. If that photo does end up on there, I'd like to point out the camera adds £10 and there's quite a few on us.
There's a fair few cameras.
Sounds like maybe getting somewhere on camera cables.
Don't think anyone's taken them out from a competitive standpoint like we had last year.
No. And Elliot now heads out onto the Levels racetrack.
Getting close to seeing Paul Fraser and most of our historic competitors.
Keith Edwards, he thought, again, it's a case of he just shook Amy Keeley off the back, but now he's got Ian Elliott just about the same distance behind.
Harry Silcock out on stage. I think we missed him entering.
And he's put together a pretty mature drive. Still fairly new to the rally game. In terms of actually driving, he's been around it a fair while.
I'd say it's been along to see Dad a few times.
Gordon Beebe now. He slants it. So plenty of variety here at Levels Raceway in terms of vehicles.
You can tell me the difference between the different Toyotas that we've got coming up. Vitz, Yaris.
One's driven by Mike Matheson. One's driven by Pat Norris. But to be fair, Pat's one is the newer body shell. About to see another one launch into the stage. Sounds of it. It is Paul Fraser, Brody Catamol.
Heading for what should be a second straight win in the stock two-wheel drive class.
Beautiful Mass Sport lookalike escort. Unleash the BDA down the back straight. What a noise. What a noise. As I mentioned before, I do like a good wheel back.
You might have done that once or twice. So what are our main takeaways from the pointy end at least? Cat 1. Robbie Stokes very much, Ben Hunt, very much in that title battle. Hayden obviously getting himself, as we expected, into contention. Maximum points here.
Biggest takeaway is normally a couple of scoops of chips 24 chicken nuggets,
Hot dog.
cheeseburger.
Don't mind a potato fritter too from time to time. Oh, starting to get hungry, BB.
What do we take away? Well,
I mean, Hayden wasn't as far up the road as we've seen
No.
in recent years. I assume that a lot of that is, I mean, these guys, the other competitors have had a full rally, 2-day rally on the new MRF control tyre.
I think that's certainly been a big part of it. Paul Fraser. We've got them all locked up. And just how close that battle is between Robbie Stokes and Ben Hunt. Would have been interesting to have Jack Hawkswood in that mix. He came back from the power stage and showed what could have been.
In some ways, does what happened here unleash him in terms of, you know, not wanting to throw the championship away? Does that make him then just have a little bit less riding on his shoulders, in that he can be a bit more free to just attack?
Oh, it definitely doesn't. It puts the championship pressure onto his other competitors.
Yeah.
He's in a position where he now needs them to also have a problem, and you know, that can be through numerous different factors. But it does, potentially. Yeah, there's no championship pressure on. He's got to go for, you know, stage wins and rally wins, and sometimes, you know, do you suck your opponents into that game as well?
We've also seen a couple of, you know, rallies that are more suited perhaps to the AP4 platform. You're going to get into some rallies now maybe that are more suited to the R5 Rally 2 platform.
Yeah, certainly. I think Southland, going to Southland for Southern Lights Rally will be a really interesting mix of those. I think that'll be really even between the two cars. There's some beautiful, fast-flowing public road. There's also some tricky, forestry stuff. So it's going to be a really interesting rally. Really, really interesting rally.
Yep, throw some other challenges in there as well. Obviously, the time of year, we're talking late-ish June, so pretty cold, pretty wintry.
Yes, absolutely.
Snow and ice, potentially.
All of that. And then a nighttime stage.
Nighttime stage as well, yeah, absolutely. So
the opener in the Pebbly Hills Forest. You're not going right to the deep depths that they've used in the past, using mostly the main forestry tracks. But that's a name that has put shivers up rally drivers for years and years and years.
Yeah, looking forward to getting back down there. First time since
2004 for the NZRC.
So yeah, two decades. So we see Adrian Jones make his way out, join a Corolla.
I'm pretty sure if you wind the clock back 20 years that was last won by some guy, Andrew Hawkswood.
Go. So getting towards the last 10 or so cars. Another good job by always Hydraulics Rally South Canterbury. Nice and compact.
Yep. It's amazing when you look at the map and you think, oh yeah, there's a couple of times where you're wrong slot of this painting. Oh, we've got a bit of time. We see William Shortis and Samantha Gray heading out onto the racetrack on WRX. Cool story there where William's father and Sam's mother both did their first rally, I think 39 years ago, this rally.
Good.
How's that for some useless trivia? It's, well, not useless, but I definitely researched that myself and didn't see it on Facebook last night.
So just a couple of our NZRC competitors left now.
Shouldn't be too far off seeing Pat Norris. A little Vitz that could.
There he is.
Silcock just pushing his car into finish there, so didn't quite pick up on what went on there, but obviously misjudged the distance by Paul Fraser, the historic winner. Back-to-back round wins, yep. So it certainly does set up an intriguing battle for that Southern Lights rally, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Across the classes too, because Tim Mackessy's really proven himself today with the new car coming. NZRC two-wheel drive class, obviously Dylan Thompson still very much the benchmark. But Mackessy's shown that he could be a force to be reckoned with down there. Bryn Jones.
Yeah, Bryn fancy might be due a little bit of luck. Challenging start to the season for him.
And Jack Stokes has been had I think a couple of punctures today, but otherwise done a superb job. I feel like it's not too long till he'll be throwing his hat in the ring for a round win with the little R2 Fiesta.
Yeah, it's been another really good weekend for that team, isn't it? The
Stokes
Motorsport crew. Back-to-back good rally weekends for both of their cars.
Which will be a huge relief for that team. A lot of hard work going on for the off-season. Daffo Rourke just finishing behind us. Quite a good little commentary box position where we're right between the start line and the stop control.
Carl Ravage must be due through shortly.
You reckon he knows his way around this race?
I think he might have made his way around here once or twice over the years.
Pretty sure Carl's first rally car was actually the Arc. But fantastic to see him still out, still competes quite regularly, not only in his Ford Escort on gravel, but also has a historic Formula Ford that...
There he is, on cue.
Oh, God, we're getting good at this, Budgie.
That was completely happy We're due to see Mike and Helen Cameron as well. Asked of our championship competitors.
Will have actually ticked up just over 55,000 Ks today. That car spent all its life rallying. Two nicer people in rallying you will not meet. Absolutely enthusiastic. His little Corolla just drops a wheel.
Jay Ritchie, Toyota Starlet.
One of the original 1300cc rocket ships. And we've seen some names through Toyota Starlets over the years. Like Ray Wilson and Paul Adams were very successful in them early on. Became the club car of choice for a while there. Ben Hunt did his first couple of rallies in a Toyota Starlet. He was a bit of a star in those. I'm not sure whatever came of him from there. So still hear his name pop up every now and then.
Might be just about time for the Camerons, mate. Module's still going in the Subaru Legacy.
He is, I think.
Certainly had his share of battles today.
That's Murray Christopherson. Toyota Levin. Jono Taylor. Jono's been helping out Zeal Jones and that team, storing the car, etc. in between rounds.
Might just get a plug-in for some of those teams that did help out the Force Motorsport crew trying to repair Hawkswood's car. So you certainly saw some of the Paddon Rally crew there. Saw the likes of Kingsley Jones, Zeal Jones Motorsport team. Stokes were helping out. Really cool to see camaraderie. I mean, obviously fierce battles out there on the stages, but you want to win it out there on the stages.
Absolutely, and I think that really sums up rallying. That is rallying at its finest. The people are a huge part of this game, and no one wants to see anyone missing out, as we see Little Evo, Mike and Helen Cameron make their way out onto Levels Raceway.
She handing out lollies as we go?
I haven't caught one yet.
What one? Might have a little feature coming up on them too.
Keep an eye on the New Zealand Rally Championship socials, Facebook and Instagram. You can watch replays of the live stream and historic footage on NZRC.tv. That'll take us straight through to our YouTube channel. As we see Christopherson go round. So he hadn't had enough of driving past the barrier once. He wanted to do it twice. Thankfully, they left a gap for him.
Convenient, wasn't it?
He could just slot the little Levin through there. Nigel Eade. Getting out there in the Per Eklund lookalike. Or is it a Simon Bell tribute livery?
Just a tribute to Mooney. Yeah. Lights on Legacy too. Look at it.
Chasing down some of the little 1300s. That back straight's a lot longer in a 1300 car than it is in a 2-litre turbo.
So not only do we have to cope with a Friday night stage, Southern Lights Rally, I'm guessing we're going to be starting the event under lights as well. Sorry, starting the Saturday under lights as well.
Yeah, it should be bordering on daybreak, but yes, it's an early start. That's actually finishing up with another part racetrack stage 2 at Tiratonga. So we see Josh now. It's potentially a slight exhaust issue in that car would be my guess. Cracked header or something along those lines. Christopherson about to have another go at the turn 1-2 complex. Let's see how this goes. Slightly tidier. To be fair, didn't set the bar super high first time round, so we would have been shocked if he could find a way to do it worse. Nigel Eade, though, wants to have another go.
He's not going to go back around, though.
No, he's going to... Howard just nicely mowed that lawn. Jay Ritchie, colour change for the Starlet in the off season was black, now blue. Looking very sharp. He's chasing the Mainland Series Class A 1300.
Overall results up there on the screen as we speak. Heading Robbie Stokes. Hunt. 0.3 of a second.
Yes, we're hearing that Emma potentially wants enough laps circuit here, so she gets the fastest time plus 7 minutes, which is not a great way to finish the day for Emma.
No, that is far from ideal because that's going to cost her some championship points.
Yeah, it drops her down in terms of championship points. Dave Seaver's up in the top 5. Promotes Stewie Reid, Dylan Thompson in terms of people that'll take. And Tim Mackesy. So it drops her 4 championship positions.
And all the cars that will start the stage are out there now.
Just getting their last few skids in.
You seeing the prize giving tonight?
I heard a rumour.
No, they do a great job.
It's a hot tip. It'd be great to have a chat to the special guest, Tony Teasdale, about his career.
3-time national champion, isn't he?
He's driven some very cool old cars. We're just going to cover ourselves here.
Well, they've got very, very desperate.
There's far more interesting things to look at out on the racetrack, Edgy. Give HP a good plug. It's a Hayden Patton designed computer that's fucking story, and I'm sticking it. Oh, that's much better.
Tell you what, it has got a little more chilly in the air since we started the broadcast.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah. The sun disappears in a particular direction. Might be a case of wrapping up nice and warm for the prize giving tonight.
I think so. What do we got? 3 cars left on track?
We've got the Nigel Lead Legacy. He actually makes it around this time. Murray Christopherson's finished the stage. So got Cameron's firing down the back straight, extracting everything from the 1600 cc's that Lancer has to give. Nigel Lead extracting a little bit more out of the Legacy. We should have Josh Nell just finishing now. One day we might get people that know what they're talking about to do this.
Start.
Has been a fantastic day. Oh, the action right across the classes has been seriously impressive.
Bushnell's still going. Last lap now.
I think he was the last car to join the racetrack.
Yep.
So, there's massive thanks to Brian Green Property Group, MRF Tyres, Creve Insurance, Omega Rental Cars. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Apologies for the technical issues.
We will look forward to seeing you all with more live stream action from Southern Lights Rally next month. Until then, rest of your weekend.